Welcome to our YouTube channel Garage01. Today we will talk about the in-depth review of 2025 Nissan Skyline 2000 GT-R. The story of the 2025 Nissan Skyline 2000 GT-R begins long before its unveiling, rooted in both automotive legend and modern engineering precision. At its heart lies a commitment to performance and luxury distilled into a single iconic model, carrying forward the lineage of the beloved Skyline GT-Rs that originated more than half a century ago. From the outset, you'll appreciate the interplay between nostalgic reverence and advanced innovation, the way this car pays homage to its forebears while pushing into new territory. Underneath that sculpted hood, Nissan places a new iteration of the legendary RB-type straight-six engine, rebuilt and re-engineered. Its 2.0-liter displacement may, at first glance, appear modest by contemporary standards, but it's a marvel of modern engine design. The block is crafted from lightweight aluminum alloy, incorporating plasma-coated cylinders for durability and friction reduction. The twin-scroll turbocharger, designed to reduce lag and deliver immediate torque, forces air into a newly configured direct injection fuel system. This setup maximizes efficiency and refines the power curve, delivering a compelling 360 horsepower at 7,000 revolutions per minute and 300 pound-feet of torque at just 2,800 revolutions per minute. What this means for the driver is a surge of power that builds consistently from low revs upward, offering both everyday drivability and race-level responsiveness. But the engine isn't alone in its sophistication. The transmission is a 6-speed dual-clutch automatic, quick, seamless, and programmed to match the driver's style. In comfort mode, it shifts smoothly and predictably. Flick the dial to sport or track, and you'll experience razor-sharp changes, free rev matching, and even an automatic downshift. It washes through your mind during every overtaking maneuver. The all-wheel drive system, a mechanical marvel, balances front and rear torque through an electronically controlled center coupling, offering an active bias toward the rear wheels for classic sports car feel. To finish the drivetrain, no limited slip diff is mechanical alone, it's electronically managed to optimize grip based on speed, available traction, and driver intent. The chassis is a masterpiece of structural rigidity and nuanced flexibility. Built around a GTD platform, it blends aluminum and ultra-high tensile steel to maximize strength while minimizing weight. The result is a curb weight of just 3,200 pounds, remarkable for a car with all-wheel drive, luxury components, and safety structures. Suspension duties are handled by an adaptive multi-link setup at both ends, with coilover dampers that can vary stiffness in real time. What the driver feels is a car that is at once composed and alive, planted and compliant. It absorbs high-speed undulations with grace yet remains sharp through corners, tracking flat and predictable even under heavy braking. The road feeling is sensational, each bump, each turn, distinctly communicated, yet perfectly filtered for comfort. The brake system is justifiably aggressive, 6-piston calipers hacking into massive ventilated rotors up front, 4-piston units at the rear. These are steel by default, but a carbon ceramic option is available for the racetrack purist. The pedal feel is firm, the kind that inspires confidence and encourages trust. Whether slowing down from 200 miles per hour or fading control mid-corner, the system pours on consistent bite. The electronic stability systems are built on a layered architecture. Traction control, brake-based yaw stabilization, torque vectoring, roll stability management, and all are calibrated for a transparent, driver-centric experience. The programmer's approach is, nudge, not shove, the electronics help without intruding, reliably restoring control only when needed, rather than preemptively ruling you. Moving to the exterior, the design is both a nod to classic GT-R style and a leap forward. The low-slung bonnet lines, flared arches, and fender vents evoke the heritage of Hakosuka and R34 models, the kind of aesthetic that silences a crowd. But this is no retro exercise. The sculpted LED headlights integrate advanced matrix beam technology, capable of adapting beam shape on the fly to avoid dazzling oncoming traffic, while delivering exceptional illumination. The bumper design is aggressive yet refined, channeling air to hidden ducts feeding the brakes and intercoolers. The front splitter and rear diffuser work in unison with the active rear wing to manage airflow, keeping the car glued to the tarmac at speed, while maintaining elegance in the design. From the side, the carbon fiber roof stands out, not just for its visual contrast but for its effect on the center of gravity, lowering it significantly. Lightweight forged wheels 20-inch front, 21-inch rear are standard, wrapped in staggered low-profile tires crafted specifically by a collaborative venture between Nissan and a performance tire leader. These are engineered for grip, responsiveness, and durability even under track abuse. Inside, the cabin is a masterclass in sports luxury. Red stitching on black Nappa leather seats gives a sporty vibrance, while Alcantara inserts control glare and climactic comfort. These seats are both heated and ventilated, relentlessly hugging the driver and passenger when it matters. The center stack is clearly driver-focused, its infotainment screen angled inwards. Nissan employs their new GT-R Drive interface, a 12-inch configurable cluster that changes layout dynamically. Eco, Comfort, Sport, Track, and Custom modes each offer optimized instrument packs. The haptic ergonomics anticipate significant action, gear shifts, launch control, trip data, so the driver never must look away. Below the screen, minimalist physical controls guide essentials like climate and audio. Behind, a compact, cue-ball shift knob protrudes from a gated metal surround for tactile assurance. The steering wheel combines flat-bottom styling, magnesium paddle shifters, and an LED shift light bar that signals impending red line. Everything in view is derived thoughtfully: cooling ducts in the floor, slender A-pillars, laminated acoustic glass. The noise inside is precisely tuned, enough engine, gear, and exhaust roar to thrill, but not enough to fragment a long drive. Then there's connectivity and intelligence. GSM, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi hotspot, OTA updates. This Skyline is networked. Safety aids include forward collision warning, automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitors, rear cross traffic alerts, and adaptive cruise control that now performs lane centering at moderate highway speeds. All controls speak to each other. The car knows it's coming onto a highway versus urban street, and accordingly calibrates throttle response, steering feel, suspension, and even exhaust note volume. The driver can override anything if desired, but the core systems are designed to sense intent, tracked through steering torque, pedal application, wheel speed, and camera-based monitoring, and adapt seamlessly and proactively. Let's shift now to performance numbers and driving experience. 0 to 60 miles per hour is dispatched in 3.7 seconds, quicker than most exotic supercars from just a few years ago. Quarter-mile times hover in the high 10-second range, at just over 128 miles per hour terminal velocity. Top track speed is claimed to exceed 180 miles per hour, enough to make this more than a weekend toy. But performance isn't defined only by statistics, it's about balance. On a canyon road, this Skyline dances through apexes with razor-sharp accuracy while maintaining composure. On circuits, it remains disdainful of sustained stress, holding lines, then resetting on the fly. What stands out is the car's predictability: no surprises, just confidence in linear responses. Transitioning from full throttle to hard brake to turn in and back onto power, that's when the car sings. The ABS and traction systems stay out of the way until they must, letting the driver feel the car's natural rhythm. In wet or cold conditions, the AWD system automatically accepts limits and tames its aggression just enough to stay composed, without diluting the engagement. Comfort and luxury haven't been sacrificed. Long-haul driving is civilized. Rear occupants have 35 inches of legroom, and the trunk swallows 14 cubic feet of luggage. USB-C fast charge ports are everywhere. Wireless charging sits flush in the console. Premium audio comes from a 16-speaker Bose system with a subwoofer in the trunk, delivering both whisper-quiet detail and full-throated presence when you roll open the windows. Voice-activated navigation is tied into Nissan's historical GT-R Drive prompts. Once you're en route, the head-up display floats turn-by-turn graphics in your line of sight, but only when it senses it's driving, not distracting. And now, of course, parking is overt. Surround view cameras, 3D digital mirrors, auto park, and exit aid systems make daily operation almost trivial. On the subject of fuel economy and emissions, the RB engine carries efficient engines through direct injection, twin-scroll turbine, and variable valve timing, yielding an EPA-equivalent combined rating of approximately 24 mpg. CO emissions meet Euro 7 standards, making the car as clean as it is potent. If you frequently burn regular 91 octane, the EQ intelligently adjusts timing. If you can find 98, it will advance timing slightly for more power. It even stores data to recommend to the user. Last filled with 96 RON, it might remind you. Ownership support has been carefully thought out. Standard is a 3-year, 36,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, and 7-year, 100,000-mile powertrain coverage. Scheduled maintenance intervals occur at 10,000-mile marks, but Nissan only requires an oil change interval of up to 12,500 miles with synthetic oil. Each Skyline comes with a Bluetooth-enabled data logger and free enrollment in Nissan's Performance Experience app, allowing owners to study tire temp pressure, lap times, G-forces, launch metrics, and more. And, if you take it to Nissan's Supercar School, your driving sessions can be uploaded to the cloud, turned into driver analysis videos, and shared with instructors. Let's touch on trims and customization. 3 main trims, Pure, Premium, and Nismo certification, define a spectrum. Pure is the baseline, but lavishly equipped. Premium adds carbon fiber trim, adaptive dampers, and Napa Alcantara interior. Nismo certification is the track-centric flagship, carbon ceramic brakes, recalibrated suspension, titanium exhaust system with active valves, lightweight interior panels, exposed weave trim only. Opt for the Nismo certification and you'll also get a numbered plaque indicating your place in the build sequence, as well as bespoke options like exposed carbon seatback shells, forged wheels, and a titanium roll bar option for track days. Pricing, finally, is competitive but reflects quality. The Pure starts at approximately $89,500 USD, Premium around $98,000, and Nismo certification near $120,000. That places the Skyline among exotic tier, but still more accessible than many rivals. There's clear intent here: offer thrilling driving experience, daily comfort, exclusivity, and community enveloped in the nostalgia and branding of the Skyline GT-R legend. From the angle of brand and culture, Nissan's strategy is contemplative and aggressive. They've revitalized the GT-R brand at low volume, offering a limited annual build to ensure exclusivity. They're fostering a global owner network, hosting launch events in Tokyo, Goodwood, New York, and Dubai, each attended by celebrities and media. They've resurrected Operation Skyline, a racing program that returns the GT-R to GT3 and GT4 circuits. This model is not just a car, it's a statement, a cultural icon wrapped in modern performance. To truly capture the essence of the 2025 Nissan Skyline 2000 GT-R in voiceover, speak with passion, reference the deep metallic blue paint, midnight Hakone blue, a layered finish shimmering under any light, describe the sharp turn of the wheel, the chirp of tires, the crackle of the engine under light throttle lift, evoke the thrill in the driver's chest during forced induction, the calm as the car brakes deep into a corner. Let the audio story breathe. Don't simply state that it does 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds, guide the listener into the seat, let them feel that whack of acceleration, the suspension load, the rush of adrenaline. Talk about the legacy, the first Skyline racers rolling in with barely 100 horsepower into Group A battles, now yielding to this 360 horsepower machine today. Let the listener feel tradition, build quality, precision, excitement. Cover also the emotional moments. The moment the buyer first lays hands on the shift knob, the first acceleration launch, the first park lane onlookers staring at the silhouette, the first wave to a parallel R32 on the street, the first morning run through dawn mist and how the headlights slice through it. These are scenes audio can paint vividly. Finally, talk about the living parts. Nissan's engineers around the globe who studied telemetry from decades of GT-R endurance racing. The wind tunnel sessions that took 6 months to perfect air veins under the headlights. The seat stitchers in Yokohama who inspect each row twice. The Nürburgring testing teams, in rain and cold, who found brake pad compositions and damper tunes that translate to any road. Thank for watching.